Hi, welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Miss Bayonne and I will be your child's third grade teacher this academic year here at Northvail Elementary School. This is my second year teaching here at Northvail and my second year in third grade. I am very excited to have all of the students back in the classroom this year, and I look forward to learning with your child, having your child learn from myself, but also learn from the peers in this classroom. Something that's very important here in Room 11 is to work together as a classroom community and have a very positive work environment. So I look forward to having an awesome collaboration between students this year and learning all together during this academic year. A little bit about myself. I love to play tennis. I played in high school and in college. It's my favorite sport to play and to watch. I love reading and cooking and going to the beach. I also love hanging out with my family and my friends. I have two younger sisters who I call my best friends, as well as an adorable dog named Luna. I'm very excited to start this year, and I look forward to working with you as well as working with your child this school year. Now, I will present my screen and we'll go over the Back to School Night presentation, go over expectations for this year, as well as let you know what your child will be working on in all subject areas this school year. Welcome to Back to School Night here at Northvail Elementary School with Miss Bayonne in third grade. So first, I'll go over the indicators for report cards for grade 3. So if your child receives a 1, that means that support is needed. The child is not grasping key concepts, processes, and essential skills. If your child receives a 2, that indicates that they are approaching those standards, so they're beginning to grasp and apply key concepts, processes, and skills. If your child receives a 3, and this is where we want children to be, this is meeting the standard for grade 3. So this means that they're grasping and applying those key concepts, processes, and skills. And then if they receive a 4, this is exceeding the standards of third grade. So they're consistently grasping, applying, and extending those key concepts, processes, and skills. So like I said, we do want the students to apply themselves and continue to achieve that 3. Our parent portal is online called Genesis. So your grade books are available, and within the site of Genesis, you're able to check on Genesis your child's progress on a daily basis. So grades will be continued daily to be added, so you'll be able to really track their progress as the school year progresses. You can also sign up for your conference time on Genesis. So when we have our conferences, which are held in November and March, you'll be given a period of time to sign up for the best time that works for you for parent-teacher conferences. So progress reports will be available 3 times a year. So in December, March, and June, and they will continue to be available through Genesis. So you can go back and look at previous progress reports to then continue to see that progress throughout the school year. We will continue with scheduled parent-teacher conferences in the fall and in the spring to continue to discuss your child's growth and progress towards them meeting the standards at grade level. So here is a look at our third grade curriculum. So in math, we take a look and we learn about numbers, sense, and operations. Towards the end of the year, we're going to be doing some division and multiplication. We also take a look at problem solving, multi-step problems, data analysis. So we'll take a look at graphs and tables. We're going to learn about fractions, learn about measurement, as well as area and perimeter. And lastly, geometry. For social studies, the children will learn about geography and be up to date with their map skills. They'll also learn about early American people, as well as government. We'll learn about all the different branches of government, and we will learn about the history of New Jersey. In science, we will learn about engineering and the engineering process. We'll learn about weather and climate, as well as motion and matter. And lastly, we will learn about structures of life. In language arts, we're going to focus on reading comprehension, retelling the main events that have happened in the story. We'll also work on our writing skills, focus on inferential thinking, take a look at vocabulary, as well as guided reading. For health, we'll focus on nutrition. Students will also focus on character education, and we'll touch upon drugs and alcohol as well. So for language arts, we will integrate both fiction and nonfiction literature into our reading unit. We'll talk about story structure. Students will also identify the topic, main idea, and details of a story. We'll take a look at character analysis and comparisons. We'll focus on summarizing, so retelling the main events in the story. We'll also be making inferences. We'll analyze stories, have lots of comprehension questions, as well as focus on cause and effect. Students will learn to identify the theme of the story and take a look at the author's point of view. So it is very important throughout the school year that your child reads at least 20 minutes a day. So if you take a look here, 20 minutes a day of independent reading can really benefit a struggling reader. So if we take a look at student A here reads 20 minutes a day, which means the student is reading 3,600 minutes per school year and 1,800,000 words per year. So here this student scores in the 90th percentile on their standardized tests. If we take a look at student B, who only reads 5 minutes a day, they're able to have 900 minutes of reading per school year. So a huge difference between that and the minutes of student A, as well as only 282,000 words per year. So there's a huge difference, especially in the words per year, as well between student B and student A. And student C, who only reads 1 minute a day, is getting 180 minutes of reading time per school year, as well as 8,000 words per year. So here, a student would score in the 10th percentile. So as you can see from the visual chart in front of you, reading 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference in the long run for your child. So for writing, we're going to begin the school year focusing on the construction of a single paragraph. So we'll put emphasis on an interesting topic sentence and a very strong closing. We'll also be working on up to 3 paragraphs with a clear introduction and a conclusion. We're also going to be focusing on answering open-ended response questions and having the students use supporting details from the text. So homework. Homework is given to the students here in 3rd grade every day except for Friday. So in addition to the daily homework assignments, like I said earlier, it is very important for you to read with your child every night. That 20 minutes a night is really going to make a difference. Reflex math is very, very important for the children's fact fluency. So this is going to help improve and increase their fact fluency in regard to addition, subtraction, and then when we get to multiplication and division. Homework is meant to be a review of some of the concepts that we have covered in class that day. So it's extra practice or review from the material that we went over that day. The children are going to be writing their homework assignments down before going home in their agenda pads every single day. So please, if you can, check and sign the pad each evening just so that the students are accountable for writing down their homework and knowing what their assignments are that are due that next day. So access for some of the websites at home. If you click on this link here, go to this website, clever.com, you have access to many different websites that the students and you can access. So for instance, Reflex Math, which the students will access daily and get their green lights working on their fact fluency, is through Clever, as well as some of the resources that students use to access books online and other math resources. So Clever is a great place for the students to go and access all different resources in one place. So things that you can do at home to help your child as we go through the school year is make sure that they get to bed early and they get plenty of rest. It's very important that they come to school every day awake and ready to learn. Please also make sure that your child eats a healthy breakfast before coming to school. So this year, yes, we do have breakfast being served at school. So if your child is having breakfast at school, that is completely fine. If not, please make sure that your child is eating a healthy breakfast before they do come into the classroom. Please pack your child a healthy snack. Healthy snack is great for their brains, going to give them energy as we progress through the school day. You can also provide them with a variety of fun and educational experiences. Please continue to praise your children often. They're doing a great job of transitioning and adapting to this school year. It's very difficult coming in, especially with the circumstances last year and the conditions. They are doing a wonderful job of coming in and working really hard. So please give yourselves a pat on the back as well. I know last year was a lot, and we're going to go in this year doing the best that we can to adapt. So thank you for all of your help, and I look forward to working with all of you as well as working with your children this year. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Like I said, I look forward to working with you all this year.